What is up YouTube, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back-to-Back Battles. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I highly recommend go check it out. But today we are still using Snow's Top 4 Worlds team. And if you want to go check it out, you can check out the blog, the QR code, or if you want to give the creator Snow a follow, I highly recommend hitting him up with one. So, we are using the team of Nihilego, Tapu Koko, Salamence, Metagross, Buzzwole, and Gastrodon. Let's get straight into it. And yeah, I'm so sick if people can't tell. Well, I am recording this like right after I recorded the last one, so yep. Let's just get straight into it. Hopefully, well, luckily I haven't been, taking too long to find games, but I'm hoping that continues because I don't want to spend another like 20 minutes, trying to find a battle because it's annoying. But we found someone, Nathan from Australia. A 1723 rating. Looks like using the team that Ralph Dude used to get top 4 at the World Championship, so this is definitely a bit interesting. Tapu Koko, Salamence, Snorlax, Persian, Marowak, and Celesteela. If you want to go check out Ralph Dude, I think I'll put him down below as well if you want to go check out, because I believe there's a QR code down below, and he definitely did make a blog post because I did read it. Let's see, it's Scarf Coco, I believe it was Quash Persian, Belly Drum Lax, Will-O-Wisp Marowak, Wide Guard Celesteela, which could be a pain for my team to be honest, next to Marowak, and Dragon and Supersonic Sky Strike on the Ments. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a bit interesting. What's really looking good to me is Nihilego. Although it's a question mark, there's a big question mark on it because of the fact that Nihilego does well against everything except to Celesteela, and definitely my opponent's going to have Celesteela. I think I'm going to go Tapu Koko Salamence right here. Yeah, Tapu Koko Salamence, have Metagross, and Buzzwole in the back. Yeah. What I'm going to do basically, turn 1, I feel like it's just try to get something on the Persian. Maybe a Bulldoze or a Gleam. Both of them would be very valuable to me. This is going to be a hard matchup. I don't know what my opponent brings, actually. Celesteela, I would imagine. I think you bring Marowak. What would be the last two? Coco, I could see. I could see Persian. I don't really see Ments coming in, really, to be honest, because I don't think Ments does anything other than maybe Buzzwole, I guess. Maybe you bring it for Buzzwole, I guess. Persian Salamence is going to lead. Okay. That is fine because of the fact I get to lead Tapu Koko Salamence here. And this is a pretty good position for me actually because one, I could just go for Gleam Draco turn 1. There's nothing really my opponent can do to stop it. So yeah, this is looking pretty good, especially since I get the Intimidate onto my opponent's Ments. His Ments can't really do anything to me right now. So I'm really happy about the position I'm in. I can go for a Gleam Draco, I feel like turn 1. Because of the fact that I either get a lot of damage on both of these Pokemon, unless there's the switch out Protect, or yeah. So I'm just gonna Draco the Ments and just go for a Gleam. I guess I think what my opponent does here, if you have Marowak in the back, you go into Marowak or potentially Celesteela and protect the Ments, and then you have to like maneuver yourself really well. I think you have to switch out Ments again and like Celesteela. Yeah, there's like a bunch of factors, but I feel like I'm in the driver's seat right now with my position. The position here is just so good right here, because I either get a lot of damage on Persian and Salamence right here if he does stay in and choose to go for like a fake out, or I get a Draco Meteor and knock out the Salamence. So Celesteela could definitely come in for the Ments, which I think that's what's coming in. Yeah, so Celesteela is going to come in, which is definitely an understandable play here, as fake out's going to come out into the Tapu Koko slot. So definitely good play. I did kind of realized that play a bit too late, but I feel like this is fine actually. I'm actually really happy about this position because now I can start going for baits here. I feel like what do you mean by baits? I feel like my opponent will probably switch out Persian into Marowak. Yeah, you should switch out to Marowak 100%, and I would be able to bulldoze that said Marowak, and I'd be able to get my weakness policy boost. Since the Celesteela doesn't have Flamethrower, the worst it can do Metagross is Leech Seed, and I can get some cheeky stuff going on. So let's see. Let us see. Yeah, I really do like this position though. I really do like this position. It's gonna be a bit tricky though. The Wide Guard Celesteela is just playing such a big factor because it makes Coco essentially useless, which is weird. And unfortunately, a weakness about Snow's team is it doesn't exactly have an answer to Celesteela other than Coco, unless you bring Buzzwole. I do have Buzzwole actually, which all out pummeling is going to do a lot, but I have to first weaken that. I first have to weaken that Persian. Oh, the Persians stay in? Okay. Is Parting Shot going to come out? That's the only reason why I see you staying in. Did you predict this? Go for Foul Play? No, just Parting Shot. Into the Metagross's Clear Body. Do you still... Oh, you actually don't get it. I don't get why you go for Parting Shot there. If I went for Gleam, that would have been pretty detrimental, I feel like. So I get the Weakness Policy boost, which is really good here, and the fact I'll be able to just bulldoze the Persian again, I feel like... Or I could Dragon Tail the Persian out, which is what I'm thinking of doing, because the fact that Persian's such a annoying Pokemon to deal with here. So I'll go for the Dragon Tail actually into the Persian here, because of the fact that Persian's really annoying for my team, and I don't want Persian, like, ever getting a free switch in, so... I don't want Foul Play coming out, which is something that's really big here. So let's see. It's going to be Foul Play into Metagross, yep. Because you're forced to target it because you don't really have anything. Heavy Slam's going to come out into my Salamence. That's going to weaken it, but I feel like I'm fine with Mence taking... Oh, that did a lot more damage than I expected. We do connect Dragon Tail. Important chip damage. It puts... it's putting Persian closer to the range of Gleam. Salamence is going to come out. Okay. I think I could just Bullet Punch the Salamence, though. I don't see a reason not to. Because two plays I could see my opponent making are the... Supersonic Sky Strike could come out here, which, you know, is kind of bad. I think I'll Bullet Punch here, and I'll go for a... You know what? I don't think Mence has much of a purpose, actually. I'm going to double up into Mence, into the Salamence slot, because if Persian decides to come back in, which I could definitely see that being a play, I get the KO on that Persian. If not, Bullet Punch should be a 2 KO on Salamence. So I feel okay about this position no matter what. Yeah, I definitely feel okay about this position no matter what. So let's see what my opponent's going to do here. And yeah, if Salamence goes down, I have Tapu Koko I could bring in. And then it's going to be like, you have to position yourself once again. Or you could Protect, yeah. That's also a play. I forgot you could do that. Leech Seed? I should have just went into Tapu Koko then. Yeah, just Leech Seed in the Metagross. So, Metagross weakened is okay because Foul Play is threatening it from the Persian, which is going to pick up the knockout anyway. And since I do assume Marowak is in the back, yeah. I don't really mind the Leech Seed too much, so... Let us see here. Let us see. I will go for the Bullet Punch into the Salamence slot, and I'll go for a Draco Meteor once again. It hits anything on his team. He does not have a switch in. Show me your switch in. It doesn't exist. I can see an Earthquake though. Actually, if he Earthquakes, that's actually really bad here. Weakening the Metagross is pretty important for how I get rid of that. Well, then again, he can't knock out Salamence, I guess. If he can't knock out Salamence, then I could always switch it out to Preserve Intimidate and Draco Meteor for the Marowak. I'm really hoping the play goes for a Supersonic Sky Strike or a Switch Out. I honestly don't see anything that he really needs a Supersonic Sky Strike if he has Marowak in the back for my Buzzwole anyway, so I don't think you need to have the Z move for anything else. So I think you go for Supersonic Sky Strike here. It's a very safe play. But my opponent's going to switch out anyway and go out into Marowak, which I don't mind taking damage because that's a Koko answer. Like, your team doesn't do well against Koko otherwise, so... Bullet Punch into that Marowak is going to be doing a decent amount. Draco Meteor also coming out into that Marowak. This should be doing... I don't remember if this was careful. This should still be doing a good amount of damage. Yeah, that's still a good amount of damage. And the Heavy Slam is going to come out, target down my Salamence. But Salamence is able to live, which I think... Don't... Okay, I was just about to say, don't crit. And then I realized, ooh, that's a lot of damage, actually. Hold up, that's a lot of damage. I don't think Marowak attacks here. What I think you do is either switch out to Persian. Yeah, I would imagine you switch out to Persian or you protect yourself. I'm actually going to go in a Koko here because I feel like it's a safe play here. And I could go for Bullet Punch because I feel like Persian might be coming in. If Persian comes in, that's really good for me. But I don't expect Marowak to attack here. I think that's a mistake because if I double into that Marowak with like a Draco plus... or... Actually, I could just Zen Headbutt that slot. Which is why I'm thinking my opponent might just go to Persian. Because I can easily just Zen Headbutt that slot. So, I want to save that Pokemon, I want to go on the top of Coco, which actually might be a mistake. Maybe I should have went to Buzzwole. Because I think I needed Coco decently healthy to handle this Celesteela a bit better. The Celesteela is going to withdraw, okay. In a Persian? Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. And Marowak protects, okay. So this isn't bad for me, it's just not that great for me. This is a bit awkward, especially since he gets a bit of healing. That Persian's gonna be a full, which is so annoying. I think I just protect here. I could stack my Salamence here potentially if I need to. Although I don't think that's the play because he might just double up into the Metagross slot. I think I just double protect here because I think I'm forced to double protect here, unfortunately, because the fact that I am really threatened. I think maybe I could see Celesteela coming back in, which is the thing though. I could see Fake Out and Coco and Celesteela coming back, and then you go out back out in Marowak. I should be making these plays more carefully. I think I should just heavy hammer armed the Persian. I don't really need Metagross stuff. Well, then again, I don't remember how fast this Marowak was, but now I feel like I'm slipping. I feel like I'm slipping. I think you should 100% switch out Marowak, go into Celesteela, and then make the Marowak double. At least that's what I would do. Yeah. I'm calling these plays, no! I'm calling them too. You people can see I am. But, actually no, this is fine. Unless, yeah, this is fine. I could actually Bullet Punch Gleam. Oh wait, no. That's a mind game. That's a mind game. I'll play into the Metagross. I want a Gigavolt. Okay, it's a 50-50 now. Do you switch into Marowak or do you go for Wide Guard? I think those are the two 50-50s I'm anticipating here. Those are the two 50-50s I'm anticipating here. Because you could switch out Celesteela to go into Marowak if you expect to Gigavolt Havoc, or you could just Wide Guard. That's annoying. I think I'm gonna Bullet Punch Gigavolt Havoc the Persian, because it puts Persian in range of Dazzling Gleam anyway. And if I get this Gigavolt Havoc right, which I hope I do. No. No, that's not good. Okay. Actually, that's not too bad, because I get damage on the Marowak, which is okay here. I should Bullet Punch Gleam, I guess, but I wasn't exactly sure if my opponent would actually make that play into Marowak. So, I waste my Z move here, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because, you know, Metagross is still alive, but I'm going to take a Heavy Slam probably here, and that's not ideal, because my Coco, I wanted my Coco to be healthy as possible for the Celesteela plus Persian combination. Yeah, I think I messed up. That was definitely a potential play my opponent could have made, and now the Marowak is decently healthy here. Although it's not the end of the world, I guess. I do have Hammer Arm for the Celesteela, which I think I'm gonna go for. Like Marowak could switch out again, which is the annoying part. I'm gonna go into Buzzwole though here, because I don't want Salamence to go down in case Intimidate. I need Intimidate later in the game. I don't feel like I've been playing this as well as I thought I had been. This Marowak Celesteela combination is annoying. Wide Guard plus Marowak is actually really frustrating to play against. So, Tapu Koko comes back into Buzzwole. I'm going to try to weaken the Celesteela. The Marowak protects. And let's see what the Celesteela goes for. Heavy Slam probably. Hammer Arm comes out, which is going to do, you know, a good amount of damage. It's +2. Yeah, that does a good amount of damage. Okay. And Heavy Slam's going to come out into Buzzwole. Yep. Okay. So, at least I have a decent board position now. That's definitely a lot better of a board position than I had a few turns ago. Superpower is looking like it might be able to KO the Celesteela, question mark. It might be able to with the stab factor. It's going to be close. It's going to be close, I feel like. I do want to go for a Zen Headbutt into the Marowak slot. I feel like Metagross should still be faster. This Metagross has some speed in it, so I feel like it should be faster than Marowak still. I'm going to Superpower. This could be a very bad mistake. This could definitely be a very bad mistake. If Marowak switches into Persian, that's really bad here. Salamence switching isn't really too bad, I guess. Although, yeah, a Salamence switching wouldn't be too bad here. Because I'd be Well, then again, I'd be able to knock out Salamence. I don't think you can switch out into Salamence. Unless you're switching out Celesteela into Salamence, then I think that's a potential play. Ooh, a double switch would not be fun to deal with. I hope... Actually... Okay, but just switch... Okay, Marowak's just going to switch out into Persian, okay. That's a lot better than the other switch I was thinking of. Yeah, Celesteela protects, okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Superpower into the Celesteela and the Zen Headbutt into the Persian. Okay, okay. Do I have to let Marowak go? I mean, my Metagross go down here. I think I do. I'm just gonna Superpower the Persian and Hammer Arm. Hammer Arm the Celesteela. This team is so annoying to play against. So I'm going to Superpower the Persian, Hammer Arm the Celesteela. I don't think I played well at all this game. And this is such a long game too. I'm going for Superpower because if he decides to fake out... Actually, maybe I should have Hammer Armed the Persian then. Celesteela's going to withdraw, okay. Into Marowak? Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure that's a fake out or foul play into Metagross. Yeah, okay. So this actually works out in my favor because I get rid of the Persian finally. So that's one Pokemon that's annoying. Too bad the Metagross couldn't be saved. But that's really good because now I don't have to worry about fake out or anything. So I do get rid of the Persian here, which is fantastic for my team. For sure. As this is going to be awkward of how this finishes. This is going to be awkward for sure. I could go into Coco here, which I need for Celesteela. I think that Salamence is going to come back in. Okay, this is awkward. This is 100% awkward. I either go into Coco. I think you have to go into Salamence here. Well, you go into Celesteela here. That's also... I guess Celesteela is a potential option. I think I'll go Mence here. If Celesteela is probably coming in. I would imagine Celesteela comes back in. It's a Salamence. Okay, now I have to make the 50-50. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's a 50-50. Supersonic Sky Strike is definitely... Actually, he could just Flare Blitz. Well, if he Flare Blitzes, he takes a lot of recoil, which he actually might be able to knock himself out. Ah, I hate the position I put myself into. I should have fought more. Okay. So Draco Meteor doesn't knock out Marowak. My opponent should know that. Maybe he goes for the Buzzwole. Buzzwole's going to die to Supersonic Sky Strike through Protect, I feel like, anyway, so... I'll double up the Marowak. I could see Protect coming out from the Salamence, which is why I feel like it's the best play possible. Actually, I should just Ice Punch the Mence anyway, just in case it doesn't Protect here. And it targets down my Mence here. And he goes for Flare Blitz. Well, either way, actually no. The recoil won't be able to knock him out, and I think that's game. I think I lost. I think I lost this long one. Yeah, so... Because here's why. Like, no matter what, I feel like Buzzwole's going down this turn. Unless he switches out. In a Celesteela? Oh, why? What's Supersonic Sky Strike? Oh, maybe my opponent... Okay, let's see who this is going into. If it's going to Salamence, that's best case scenario. I'm pretty sure this is going to Buzzwole though. Because I'm pretty sure you switched into Celesteela just so you can take the Draco Meteor. But let's see here. Yeah, okay. So if I Draco Meteor the Mence there... well, either way, it would still been pretty bad. I think because he could just Protect Heavy Slam. Yeah, that was actually really good play by my opponent. Like, no matter what, I couldn't do anything because let's say I Draco Meteor Salamence, pick up the knockout. Mara comes back in. I have Coco and, like, low health Coco plus Salamence here. And then, like, I can't do anything to Celesteela combined with Marowak. Like, I actually can't. Maybe if I crit the... Maybe if I crit, maybe. But, like, yeah. So, I'm going to have a bunch of factors play out for me right now. Actually, I could probably still win, but it involves a lot of RNG here. It involves a lot of RNG. I think I need... I don't think crit KOs the Salamence. I think I need a full para. Like a para, full para, a Chew of Fake Out, and a Flamethrower crit onto the Celesteela. I think that's the only way I can win this game. And if Salamence switches out, I guess I have a chance if I still crit the Celesteela. Celesteela's gonna go for Wide Guard. Okay, let's see if I can get to Chew a Fake Out or a crit, which, you know, could knock out this Salamence in Fury. A crit would have been able to knock it out in Fury? Yep. but unfortunately I don't get it. So that is going to be a good game as Tapu Koko goes down, and that was my final answer. I need both these Pokemon alive. If I actually got the para or crit there, I think I could have actually won. Well, I would still need a crit. I would still need a crit somehow. I think I need a crit on the Marowak potentially. Yeah, so that's a good game to my opponent. I feel like my opponent played better, and I feel like I did know what my opponent's options were, but I didn't consider through all of them and what would be the most likely. So I think that was more of a mistake on my part. That was such a long game though, 20 minutes. It feels so bad, man. Like playing through a long game sometimes just to find out you're in the losing position. So yeah, so I feel like I could have played that better. The Persian navigating through, it's so hard. This team is actually my opponent's team. That team is actually pretty well built based on like breaking through. Like it's really hard to break through that team. You have to make some really big calls. Like the only thing that's really vulnerable on that team, like Persian isn't very vulnerable unless you, I guess, Gleam catch it, but I don't think Persian really switches into that. Like you need something that can be able to one-shot the Marowak, and you have to catch it in the switch in. Otherwise, if you can't really do much to Marowak, it's not doing much on the, like, it's not doing too well. I'm still surprised though. There was like one turn I felt like the questionable play from my opponent was that parting shot. Like, yeah, the parting shot was, I thought, was kind of strange because of the fact that you were risking me taking, taking a lot of damage onto the Persian. As we find Mateo with a 1646 rating. Interesting team: Dragonite, Kartana, Vikavolt, Garchomp, Tapu Koko, and Porygon2. So this is interesting. I don't know what kind of Dragonite this is. I don't know. Weakness Policy is a thing. Choice Band is a thing. I doubt this is Specs because we're not in Rain. Could be AV with like Skydrop, Bulldoze. There are a lot of interesting Dragonite sets out there. What do I want to do against this team? Koko's pretty solid against this team. It might be Scarf Garchomp though, which I could definitely see here. I think Salamence is a very good lead. Like, my opponent does exactly how much for Salamence. Yeah. Salamence, Nihilego. I think that's okay. I was kind of good here if I can outspeed the Kartana, but I think the better play is to have Metagross and the Buzzwole in the back. Metagross does pretty well in the late game with Bullet Punches. Zen Headbutt will do a lot to the Vikavolt. Koko really doesn't do much. It gets spread damage with Gleam, which is, you know, pretty good, and also the fact it can outspeed the Garchomp, potentially like win a speed tie against Koko and Kartana, but like I don't think it's really worth bringing just to rely on that, and I'd probably be hesitant to click the Gigavolt Havoc, which is why I feel like this might be the play here. So let's see what my opponent's gonna do here. I'm still upset about that last game, man. I feel like I just didn't play as well as I thought I could have. Alright, Porygon2 Tapu Koko's the lead here. Wasn't this... I don't know. Okay, why am I getting Deja Vu? I'm actually getting Deja Vu here. As Salamence Nihilego leads, which is pretty good. Gigavolt Havoc should... I don't think Gigavolt Havoc knocks out Nihilego. It shouldn't knock out Nihilego, especially with like max HP. It shouldn't knock out Nihilego, but I don't have a switch in for with Mence, which is the problematic part. Download activate gets the attack rise, which doesn't really matter since Intimidate lowered it. Very free play to Sludge Bomb the Koko side and just switch out to Metagross, I feel like. I could Trick Room up, anticipating, but I don't know if I want to Trick Room up yet, especially since my opponent might have Trick Room, but I feel like best play is just to go for damage no matter what. The only switch in he has for Sludge Bomb is the Kartana, so Volt Switch into Metagross, which is okay. Let's see here. Go out to what, Kartana? If it's Kartana, that's not too bad. I have my Mence as a switch in, so that's okay. But let's see. Is it gonna be Kartana? Does my opponent even have Kartana? I wouldn't really bring Kartana against this team, but yeah, Kartana's gonna be coming out, which is okay here. Definitely okay. As we're gonna see Toxic actually go into Metagross, which is okay. All out pummeling though is scary. We didn't see a Life Orb, did we? I don't It might have been Specs Coco. I don't think we saw a Life Orb or anything. I guess I'll just go for chip damage onto the Kartana then with Hammer Arm. And I think I have a very good switch-in Buzzwole. Although I could go out to Salamence, I don't want to take an Ice Beam with Salamence. I'd rather let Buzzwole take the damage, because Buzzwole is like looking really threatening here with a Poison Jab. So let's see what my opponent's gonna do. Nihilego, switch out a Buzzwole. Please, please work. Protect, okay, that's fine. So I don't take damage with anything, which is pretty good. I don't get a momentum swing though, but I think I'll take this. So the Hammer Arm into the Protect, and then Ice Beam's just going to come out just to get some chip damage onto the Metagross with what? All Out Pummeling? Doesn't do much, thankfully. No Freeze here. I think I'm going to make an aggressive play, just then headbutt the Kartana. I don't know. Does Kartana stay in? I don't think it should. You really shouldn't. Porygon 2 doesn't exactly have... You don't have a switch in, and something's going to be taking a huge amount of damage onto the Porygon 2 slot. Actually, Hammer Arm might be a fine play here, actually, into Kartana. Yeah, I think I'll go for Hammer Arm here, just in case it stays in, because I could see going for Sacred Sword. I'm going to all-out pummeling the Porygon 2, though, because that slot has no switch-ins. As Porygon 2 withdraws, if it's, like, into Garchomp, okay, that's an easy KO, so I do not mind that. And Garchomp's a big threat to my team. Sacred Sword's going to come out. Shouldn't knock out Metagross. Yeah, it doesn't. So I'm glad I actually went for this play. Double fighting moves, even though my opponent has Tapu Koko. So I get this all-out pummeling off here, which is very, very crucial against this Garchomp. And my opponent hasn't even got chip damage on Buzzwole, so I might be able to live the Gleam, depending on circumstances, like what's item, for instance. As we get the all-out pummeling off into the Garchomp, this should definitely pick up the knockout. If not, put it in Bullet Punch range. As, let's see here. Garchomp goes down. Nice, nice, nice. And Hammer Arm goes out into, well, Beast Boost, but I don't think that matters because I think I switch out anyway. Hammer Arm into Kartana, which shouldn't pick up the knockout yet. Does a lot of damage, yep. Although, picking up the knockout would have been pretty nice on the Kartana. As Coco's gonna come in, yeah. This is like a situation where Coco in the back might have actually been better here. As he should lock himself into Gleam? Yeah, he should lock himself into Gleam. So I'm actually gonna go for... Do I Bullet Punch? Yeah, Kartana's already weakened. It's gonna go down to anything at this point from any of my Pokemon. So I just Bullet Punch here, and I just Protect. Because Gleam is gonna knock out my Metagross if it's Specs. I am kind of anticipated to be Specs. Well, then again, Volt Switch didn't really do too much damage. I do get the Bullet Punch off into the Coco, which is the chip damage in cases like Focus Sash. It's Z-move on Coco, looks like. Gigavolt Havoc going to come out. Okay. So that's probably targeting out my Buzzwole. That's not good at all. I completely misjudged the damage output. I thought it was Specs. Okay. Sorry about that. Gigavolt Havoc going to come out into Buzzwole, probably, yeah. And then Kartana gets a Beast Boost. I guess that's not too bad, actually, because I can always go out into my, I can now go out to my, Salamence here, like, or Nihilego. I think Nihilego's actually the play here. Nihilego. Because I'm not really worried about Kartana. If I just get rid of this Coco, I feel like it's the game over. So I'm going to bring out Nihilego here. I'm hoping you live Sludge Bomb plus Smart Strike. I really hope you do. Although maybe the better... Actually, no. The better play is to Protect here. Go out to Salamence. Because if it is Smart Strike, I get to see if it is right now. It's not Bloom Doom, luckily, on Kartana, or it can't go for it. So that's one thing that's, like, you know, beneficial to me, is I will get my Salamence out, which is able to provide the Intimidate for that Kartana. As, let's see what my opponent's going to go for. Kartana's going to Protect here, so I could just get out the Coco. No! Ah, that's not good. I could just get out the Coco and win the game. I could just get out the Coco and win the game. Like, if he doesn't have Smart Strike, I feel like... No, I feel like you don't have a reason not to Smart Strike there. I feel like maybe you don't have it. Electricity disappears from the battlefield, which doesn't really matter too much. I am just gonna Sludge Bomb because this thing is the biggest threat to my team, and I'll just Flamethrower the Kartana, I guess. Like, I could Flamethrower the Tapu Koko, but it doesn't really benefit me unless I'm able to pick up the knockout here. Like, chip damage, yeah, maybe, but I don't think Salamence really stays in too long, so let's see. Let's see, this endgame's definitely tricky. Let's see, do you have the Smart Strike? If he has Sub, that doesn't help him. If he has SD, it doesn't help him. The only move that can help him in this situation should be Smart Strike. Kartana... Actually, is he gonna... Oh no, I forgot about this play, which was potential. Volt Switch. Why do I keep... Okay. I am sorry, people. I am thinking about the plays my opponent can make after my opponent makes them, which is definitely not a good thing. But, okay. This isn't too bad, though. Like, Kartana was at neutral anyway from earlier, so I don't get why my opponent's really necessary, because I could just Power Gem to Kartana anyway, so don't really see a reason to do this play. Flamethrower is going to come out into Porygon 2. If I get the burn, that's great. Don't get the burn, Sludge Bomb goes into Protect. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. I can go for Power Gem here. I think I just go for Power Gem into Kartana. And do I go on to Buzzwole? Don't need to right now. This is tough. This is tough. I don't think I can allow Buzzwole to take any more chip. So I'll just go for... Actually, Kartana shouldn't be able to knock out the Salamence with a Smart Strike. I think I'll just go for chip into the Porygon 2 with a Sludge Bomb, and I'll Flamethrower the Kartana slot. Because Kartana will probably be... Does carry Smart Strike. That's target immense down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, wait. It's still not over yet, but that's so bad. That is super bad. That is probably one of the worst things I could have ever seen happening here. So, I get the Sludge Bomb in a Porygon 2. Power Gem might have just actually been able to win me the game. No. Maybe I should really calc the Smart Strike. I should really calc the Smart Strike because I wasn't sure. But, okay. I honestly thought Kartana was going to protect the Ice Beam to Salamence because you know I'm AV. It doesn't really hurt you. And then you could, Smart Strike the Nihilego the following turn. Well, I need this thing alive. I superpower here anyway. I definitely superpower the Kartana, who protects. Okay, I played really sloppy in this endgame. Let's see here. Superpower into Kartana, and then a Toxic into Buzzwole. Okay, so honestly, why didn't you do that last turn? I should just Power Gem the Kartana. But I honestly thought there was no drawback to going for an Ice Beam there. So I guess I have to go for a Double Protect to win this game. Which, you know, isn't impossible. It definitely isn't impossible for me to do. But, that's so annoying. That's definitely so annoying. My opponent basically made a play that could have allowed me to win this game. But we do get the Double Protect here. So, you know, beneficial. I'll take it. I don't... Okay, Smart Strike into Buzzwole. Okay. That does a lot. Oh, right, it's +1. So I get the superpower off in a Kartana, which will be able to pick up the knockout. I'm pretty sure Ice Beam's going to come out into that Buzzwole slot too. Can Porygon 2 beat my Nihilego 1v1? It's a Toxic variant, so... Goes for Recover here, okay. And then Tapu Koko comes out. I can't do much damage. I'm still surprised. Okay, so I go for Sludge Bomb into Tapu Koko here. I definitely go for Sludge Bomb into Tapu Koko. I think I'm forced to. I just Sludge Bomb the... I Sludge Bomb Tapu Koko, Superpower the Porygon 2. Actually, he could... Do I want to make a read now? Well, Superpower couldn't KO the Porygon 2, I guess. So yeah, I'll just go for Superpower. Because if he's... Yeah, because he has a Gleam here, in my opinion. So I get the Sludge Bomb into the the Coco, which actually might give me a special attack boost. If that's the case, I can actually win this in the end game. Let me see what beast boost I get though. It might not be special attack, which is like the concerning thing. I think it might be special defense actually. Let's see. No, it is special attack. Okay, so I actually am still in this because I still have my barrier on my Nihilego, so I can just Sludge Bomb the Porygon 2. Yeah, I'll Sludge Bomb the Porygon 2. 100%. Get a bit of chip onto that Porygon 2. If I can get the poison here, that might just secure it because these Sludge Bombs are going to hurt. Oh my lord, that did so much damage. Yeah, if I get the poison, I think I just win. And I have more power gems than he does ice beams. Of course, there's a freeze chance. Don't remind me, people. He should definitely go for ice beam here. You definitely don't go for the recover. Yep. And, you know, Nihilego's heating up these ice beams for days. Crits, which is a bit annoying, but don't feel like it's the end of the world. Poison here would be beautiful. We do get the poison here, so... and the Trick Room might actually be screwing him up because eventually this Trick Room is going to wear down. Sludge Bomb plus Poison will be doing about 40%. Yeah, it will be at least doing 40%. So even if he recovers, at some point he's going to be forced to attack again. And then the Trick Room is going to wear out, and then I get 2 attacks in a row, which will be able to knock out Porygon too. So yeah. Of course, this was definitely my favorite to get the poison eventually. Really good that I got it here though, because it really benefits me because now I have a really good chance to win. Even if he can't even go for Ice Beam because he died at a Toxic, because a crit won't be able to knock out my Nihilego. So I will be able to win this game. Wow. Okay, so I definitely played this one a bit sloppy. I feel like I played this entire episode sloppy, which I do apologize for. But I feel like my opponents did play well, especially the first opponent. And the second opponent definitely did play well. Like, his plays ended up working. I don't know. I still feel like if my opponent went for Ice Beam, I feel like my opponent did have a better chance to win. Because Ice Beam would have done a lot to Buzzwole anyway, because Buzzwole's not exactly the most special defensive monster in the world. And then Smart Strike might have been able to KO the Buzzwole from that point. Surprised that if my opponent had Smart Strike, you just never went for Smart Strike. Like Gleam Smart Strike in the Kartana would have been really bad for me. Or even a Volt Switch Smart Strike would have been really bad for me. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really shows your support. As well as you can check out Snow's team in the description down below. As well as my social medias. And yeah, you can hit up Ralph Dude's team if you want to go check it out down below in the description. I think I'll be using that at some point. Probably the team after. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll definitely be using that team at some point. As well as you can hit up like my Twitch streams, all that good stuff, previous episodes, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you around in another video.